Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of the American Dream on Better Call Paul. Let's pick up Sane to start off, one of our new center backs, and hop right into this first game. This first game is against the FIFA Ultimate Team of the Week. And although we just conceded right there, we do end up winning the game, and I just wanted to show the highlights because I recorded it. Might as well show you guys what I'm up to. And this is Royce's last game with us, and as you'll see in these clips, he still does not feel like scoring. But as you'll see here, Sane pays off immediately in this game. It did not take long for him to have a permanent impact on our team. And after he hits the flag, we'll go back to Royce missing his opportunities as usual. Poor Royce. Feel bad for the guy. Not to mention this is his last game with us, so I was really hoping he would have a good game. I think it may just be simply that I put high expectations on him, and the expectations were too high for any one player. Maybe focusing on him too much actually made him play worse in the long run. And coming up here is the goal that puts us ahead for the win, and it is Gilas. Just simple move, just cut inside and put in a simple goal. And that closes out the match, and now we have the funds needed to hire a new center back and a new striker. First we pick up Boschetti for center back, and then we pick up Yakonen. The goal here is to keep it cheap and to keep it simple, because every coin truly matters. Now, coming up in this next freeze frame, I just want to point out that if you have one center back and he's trying to defend two different forwards, he's either going to have to converge on the runner or he's going to have to cover the other player. And in this situation, he cannot cover the runner, and we were able to get in on goal. And if you get a long ball like this in, you don't have to worry about aiming at all. You could just tap it right on in. Props to Yakonen for scoring on his first game with us. In this upcoming clip, we get lucky on a ricochet inside the box, and we get to put the ball easily into the bottom corner. And then right after that, we score yet again from a long shot from Yakonen. What seems to have happened is that these few changes in our squad just drastically improved our game, which I'm happy to see in these clips. And this game undoubtedly represents a turning point for our squad this season. Now, right now, watch what my opponent does. He passes to one of his defenders. If I had to draw up a 10 commandments for FIFA, this would be one of them. You do not pass to one of your defenders. It is a bad idea when you can just knock the ball down the field harmlessly. Unfortunately, we don't capitalize on that opportunity, and we don't capitalize on this upcoming opportunity. We get a nice cross into Yakonen, and his volley looks great, but unfortunately we cannot produce. After we recover the ball at midfield, coming up here, we get our next freeze frame, and here I just want to simply point out that you can tell center back's running at you when his back is arched and his speed increases, obviously. And when they do this, just know that they probably overcommitted to where you're going to be, so you can just run right by them with a simple cut. When you're attacking, you're going to want to be looking for tells of what your foe is planning to do next on defense, and for my opponent, he was just too obvious. And from there on out, it's just a simple move into the center of the field for Yakonen, and he puts in the easy goal. And with that fourth goal, the suffering of my opponent comes to an end. During the break, we pick up Murata to add some more firepower to our attack, and he's pretty tall too, so I bought him in hopes that he might be able to win some air battles. In this next match, my opponent has all goal players, but my team has no need to fear. We start off this game with a terrible pass that ended up going very well after our player gets a steal from the defender and puts one in. For our next goal, we get an easy chip pass right in between the two center backs. I would highly recommend that when you're playing, you look for places where your opponent is exposed up between those two center backs. The gap there sometimes is just glaring. In this next clip, I'm just astounded by how FIFA physics worked. My defender barely touches him, and Sturridge just flops right on over, and they get a PK that, honestly, in my opinion, should not have been awarded at all, and that's how they score their one and only goal for this match. And Gerrard sinks in the PK. Big surprise there. And the icing on the fucking cake is that I dove the right way, and it should have been saved. But, just like real life soccer, sometimes FIFA disappoints. And for this freeze frame, I just wanted to illustrate the point that for pacey players like Sturridge, sometimes your best option is just to throw one of your center backs down in front of his possible path movements, because then you block multiple paths and you kill, two birds with one stone, and you keep him from moving where he wants to go, namely inside the box. To wrap up this game, we do what any honorable man would do and play it out in the corner flag. Just body up, and right here one of his defenders gets a red card. And after I rant about his gamer tag, you may understand why there's a little bit of spite between this guy and me. Now, as you'll see here, his gamer tag is Whitelivesmatter. And undoubtedly, this is referencing what happened in Ferguson. Now, we're not going to get political on this one, but one thing I will say is that comedy is all well and good, but when you have blatant racism in your gamer tag, it does nothing but piss me off. Not to mention, the abbreviation for his team is NIG. I wonder what he's trying to insinuate with that abbreviation. Anyway, fuck this guy. Let's go to the next game. In the intervention, we pick up Perisic, and he should add some spice to our left midfield. Our upcoming opponents are honestly our equal. They've got several goal players just like us, so this should be a good game. And one of the first plays of the game, we get an excellent pass off, but we fail to finish, just going a little bit wide. And perhaps the most embarrassing thing you will see in this video is this next clip. Now that the embarrassment has faded away, you'll see right now my bread and butter move of just passing the ball in between the center backs pays off yet again. And I'd like to add the comment that Gilas is having a great season. And my opponent breaks one of the 10 commandments, and watch the punishment. Don't pass your defenders off goal kicks, guys. Just say no. To wrap up the first half, we were able to get another goal by winning the ball at midfield and simply overpowering that center back. The center back, like I said earlier in the video, cannot cover both the runner as well as the man with the ball. Nothing new here. In this final freeze frame, I just want to illustrate, some good defense. Basically, what you want to do when you do have that lone center back is to lead him straight backward in the same direction as the runner. And what this does is it allows your left back and your right back to squeeze in as he slowly loses all of the space he has. You know where he's going to go. He's going to want to go to the center of the field right in front of goal. So lead your center back right there, and then allow your left and right back to close in to deny him the opportunity. To expand our lead to 4 goals, I take advantage of how predictable players are when you get inside the penalty box. All you have to do is look for an opportunity where their defender is overcommitting, and then just go the opposite direction. Perisic cuts right and gets the easy tap in goal, point blank range. To expand our lead even further, we get a nice sexy long ball into the box, and we get another goal, and it is a nice shot, far post, right foot. Beautiful. Needless to say, as this game comes to an end, it lifted my spirits up. I was so regretting restarting my team if I felt like I would not be able to win games, I wouldn't be able to succeed. But these 3 games, man, they convinced me otherwise. And it's worth mentioning their goalkeeper is also Neuer, and I felt on top of the world at this point. After this game, we're only 1 win or tie away from promotion. And as I shut down my PS4 literally, I will end this video. Thank you guys for watching, comment, and subscribe. Peace.